Okay. We gonna see what's going on in the YouTube space. Retouch on. We gonna see. We here. We gonna see how this shit rock the fuck out.
I've been manifesting visions. Oh, child, I've been making them all true. I've been focused on my mission. I am stuck to it, my glue. You see me walking into my higher self. You see the universe out here preparing my wealth, and it ain't no stopping, y'all. It ain't no dropping the ball at all. Maybe in autumn, that's the only time I fall. I don't wish it bad, but my enemies crawl. I'm standing on faith, and I'm 10 feet tall. I prayed up, stayed up many nights just to write a hunger in my belly and a savage appetite. I check this checklist every day of my life. I make love. I be good. I do dope shit. Pay attention, watch me mention. I make love.
All right, guys. We are here. I have arrived in the YouTube space. First time going live here. And there's a first time for everything. Just a quick whoop-de-whoop. Let's get into this energy. Oh, Spirit Angels, bless me in my live, my first YouTube live. May the right one that deserves this message in alignment with this message come on in. It's quick and easy. Holy Spirit Angels, what's the open up message for this YouTube space? Oh, rest is about to fall out, so create, you lovely beings, okay? So YouTube's in a creative space, filling your cup. Tower moment, tearing down old structures. What else for the YouTube space, Spirit? We got creatives here. Choose love. Okay. So creating something you truly love, you choosing. Wow, heavy on the man. manifesting with the collective. So just know whatever you're creating, I feel like you're creating and manifesting out of a beautiful space of love. Continue to choose love, be love. Uh-oh. Um, and so that's the energy is what I'm picking up on. Right? You're being guided to create love. And I didn't mean to say that, but maybe someone needs to create this space of that you truly love, right? Create the things you love and truly be in this energy of creating a life that you want to live, which is the manifestation. Love is the energy of the manifestation, the center of the manifestation. So continue to create from a space where you see yourself living, loving, and liking. And I throw like in there because we know there's some things that you may love but might not like it no more. Right? I used to love this, but I'm not feeling it anymore. So Spirit wants us, because I'm included in this as well, wants us to create things we love, create from a space we love so that we can manifest from this powerful magnetic energy of love. If you are creating anything at this time, make sure you are focused on something you truly love. That is the root of this message, right? I feel like Spirit feels a lot of us are just doing things for the money, right? Or we're doing things for the result, right? So if something's not, because 9 times 10 we create something, need to get paid for it, right? You some type of exchange. So my thing is getting us out of that habit of expecting something to change and then just operating out of love, right? Because sometimes what we create may not get the reaction that you desire, right? Like hell, my YouTube, for example, okay, it doesn't do much. I ain't gonna say like, right, I only have just able to go live tonight, right? But I've been in this space for a year. But still, I create this channel because it's something I love, I desire. So I'm even hearing to myself. So if there's something that you've created out of love, keep manifesting, right? Keep putting energy on it. Keep praying for it, right? Just keep choosing love, but keep putting energy on it so that you can manifest from a more creative space, more loving space, right? It's the passion. There we go. It's the passion that Spirit really wants us to connect with and have a life, right? Manifesting a life that you truly love. Because when we don't love something, right, the energy does die out. It becomes more robotic, right? Now we just showing up just to get the job done and we done, right? It's the connection goes away, the fluidity goes away, right? Something about the love flows. So and it becomes choppy, right? I'm just here to do this, showing up, going home, right? But when I love something, I'm in a flow state. So that's just what I'm getting heavily on. Create and choose love and manifest We got 8 of Pentacles, so you can't make that up. So somebody, you're working on your creations. That or that's the advice. Spirit literally wants us to start working on, right? This is your talents, your gifts. Something again that you're gonna dedicate because it's just in you. It ain't on you, it's in you, right? This is what you do. This is something that already comes natural to you. So spirit definitely wants us to start creating and working, right, towards those things that you truly desire. But creating, right, it's a canvas. I feel like we have the ability to paint the picture at this moment. So that's what spirit wants you to put work into creating, work towards those, basically work towards creating that life you desire. Some of y'all could actually be creators, right? Crafting, painting, creating is just a moment. Dancing, podcasts, journaling. So whatever you're working towards while creating, Ace of Swords is definitely standing in that truth, but being honest about it so that you won't be stressed out, right? Because at the end of the day, things that we create, we don't really complain about it, right? Because nobody had to force her to create this picture. This is something that came from within, that this person chose to do on their own, right? Without any force. They didn't have to be forced to do this, right? So that's the energy I'm getting. It's about most people aren't going to turn down something that they've created. Why? Because they created it. Again, you didn't have to be forced, no pressure. It's about, it was this natural, innate feeling, right? Some type of gift, some type of talent guiding me to create this thing. So those are the things that spirit wants us to truly keep working at, right? Because think about creations. This is something that only we can do, right? Nobody else can. Even if we painted the same picture, you know how you do the sip and paint? But even though we painting the same picture, they still come out individually different, right? It's something different because I'm not you and you not me. So there's something, right, about the creation that you will make is what spirit wants us to put the work into at this time. Choose love. So create, keep choosing love all across the board. Work, love, life. 7 of Cups. And it came out reversed for a reading I just did. But it's up right now. So choose love to avoid the scattered energy having you in this wishful thinking or just being tempted to do things that's outside of something you truly love. But choosing love, right? I feel like is the compass that's gonna help you pick the right cup, right? So let's say you got all these choices in front of you. Okay, because this is choices, right? We have choices. So spirit is literally saying choose love. Which cup is going to fill over with love? That's the decision. That's always the direction. And this stood out to me, right? Because everything else is, I see blue, yellow. This is green, stands out. But something centered is white and red, right? It stands out. So hint to why they use these colors, right? They do. So I just feel like I can just imagine somebody like, hey, I choose love. So no matter what cup I'm presented, well, no matter the opportunity, I'm choosing the thing that I truly love. Yeah, I can't make it up. It's heartbreak or happiness, right? So either we choose pain or we choose love. We choose temptation, right? Or we choose love. So it's either fear or love. The two can't go together, right? So I just feel like when scattered energy, when you don't know what to do, what to pick, it's love is always the answer. Manifest 10 of Cups. So that's what's going on. Somebody, you could be actually manifesting a divine, happy family that supports you, loves you. But regardless of what somebody's manifesting, just know your manifestations is what's going to truly have somebody feeling fulfilled. Right? Somebody's going to truly feel very happy about the decisions they've made, about the time, the effort they put into to do the healing so that they can manifest a life they truly desire. So this is beautiful energy. So just know whatever you creating is literally what Spirit say. Yes, you're doing the right work. You're doing the right thing here. Again, when it comes to choices, multiple choices, at the end of the day, you're going to choose love. Pick the thing that you most desire, you most love. Why? Because that's the vibe when we are manifesting, right? You want the highest desire. You want the most happiness, right? You're not going to have as that. You want the thing that makes you the most happiest. So this is why it almost feel like Spirit wants us to get used to this, right? Get a feel for this energy of manifesting, not manifesting, but focusing, right? Choosing what you love. That's the center of the message. No matter what's going on, when it comes to your life, your love, career, family, friends, I need you to pick the decision where love is in the equation, okay? We got Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, so be very, communicate clearly when it comes to your ambitions, right? Those things that you are going after, which is manifesting. So for someone, even if you haven't wrote it down, right, let's say you have not done all the things, right, that people do to manifest. At the end of the day, a simple speaking, a simple request, but something about communicate those goals clearly so that you can go towards them. And not only that, so that they can rush into you, right? This is attraction. So I feel like once you speak it, there it is. It's going to come right on into somebody. Whatever you manifest and speak it, communicate, boom. Now it's at your door. We got create. It's 225, mama. Hey, mama. I miss my mama. Be courageous. So, wow, Spirit wants you to have the courage. And that's that fire, right? That's passion again. So heavy on this passion, loving the work we do, loving the things we're creating. So, wow, we're literally being guided to embrace the spirituality, which is your psychic gifts. Trust your intuition. So even if you don't know what you truly love, right? Your intuition will guide you when it comes to the scattered energy, having a hard time making the right choice. So again, two things is we're being guided to do. So you have multiple choices at this time. First, we choose love. 2, trust your intuition. Let's say it's something that you don't really love out of these choices. So the second thing is trust your intuition. And what is your intuition trying to tell you about the decision that you need to make? Which is trusting your inner wisdom, look, and connecting with those ancestors. You can't make it up. Beautiful. finally manifest this here, which is ground yourself in that energy. So again, these are spiritual blessings, right, that want to come down to the ground. So I just picture, so avoid burnout, be adaptable. Just like them. Hey, I can, ooh, so much pressure to appear just like them. She holds just like them. So much pressure. All right, so Ten of Cups is where we are. So Spirit wants us to ground ourselves in these manifestations, right? Know that they're coming down to us, but ground them, right? You want to make sure your energy is, I feel like that's how manifestation goes. It's like, yes, we're hoping and reaching out up above, right, to the heavens, but at that same time, right, you have to be grounded in that energy as well, right? Send it up, but standing right here on the ground, right, waiting and praying and blessing your blessings to come down. So we got be courageous to work on those things you want to create. Trust your intuition. If you're having a lot of choices or feeling tempted, right? Choose love and trust your intuition. I feel like it does go together because your intuition is definitely going to guide you to the choice you love. Or sometimes, right, you love something so much you don't even need the intuition. You just naturally know what you love. So that's why I said trust your intuition could be second here. So again, if it's choices that you don't love, then that's what we need to just trust the intuition. Where is it guiding you? And Spirit say ground these spiritual manifestations on earth, right? Sit with it. At the same time, we, right, casting it up, sending your blessings up. But I feel like, be honest, right? Be grounded in reality right now, right? That's what truly brings it down. Connect with the earth. You might need to actually go outside, ground, put your feet to the ground, right? Connect with the trees. Put your hand in some dirt, excuse me. But the main thing is ground your energy. I'm hearing put your feet and hand on the grass. These things really help when it comes to manifesting. All right. Note to self as well. Let's get a little bit from the Kipper. Let's see what the Kipper want to add for the collective. Because we on here. Ooh, go on and take it out. I'm taking it. Sudden wealth. We ain't making this shit up. So I feel like your creations, right? Maybe there's a privileged lady that's concerned about your creations, or you are concerned about the work you putting in. Maybe you're concerned about having enough courage to actually create this thing. But whatever the case, please know these creations are going to bring sudden wealth to you. Okay, you can't make it up. So we're being guided to be courageous and create and put our time and effort into those things that we do desire to create. It will create abundance. Somebody, you're a privileged lady. And you're meant to be that way. So it's only right that wealth comes to you, finds you. We got expectation coming out. They're heavy on a female, a feminine energy, right? Even that's a little girl. Been in despair. Maybe you've been in despair about a man, honey. Don't tell me that man about his despair your way. Yeah, I just feel like somebody. Well, this is where we gotta be careful, right? Choose love. I feel like you chose love. Number one, choosing love is choosing self-love. So that's what we got to go with that. So this does feel like you could have, especially with this despair, it just feels like somebody you could have been innocent and just drug, right? This was despair to somebody. I feel like somebody you was very wishful, hoping for something here. But right, this is an illusion. Something wasn't real and it turned into despair. So this situation taught you to trust your intuition. That was the ultimate test here. Because I feel like that's what you did. You chose love, right? But love is blind at times. It is, right? So you couldn't see beyond the clouds, right? You couldn't see beyond the smoke. So again, this situation just taught you how to trust your intuition. So I feel like with expectation, Spirit is saying, yeah, expect this sudden wealth. Expect to choose love. Expect to be tested, right? Where you will more than likely be put into this same situation, right? Where you're going to have to see through the smoke and mirrors. And you're going to be forced to choose your intuition this time. So that's what this is about, right? I feel like it depends on the scenario, right? When it comes to setting your life up, choose love, right? Work, things of that nature. But of course, when it comes to a soulmate, a twin flame, right? A partnership, a couple thing, then Spirit is talking about trust your intuition here, right? Because we know love is blind at times, literally. So the love could have you not seeing the right, not seeing this a snake here, not seeing whatever this is, look like a dragon head on a snake. But whatever the case, love is blind. Love will only have you focus on these two right here, but you missing all of this that's going around. Why? Because you love this person or you love this thing, right? We got to be careful too. I take that back, even with jobs, right? Because it could be a lot of bullshit on the job, but if you so focused on the parts you love, then naturally, yes, we can ignore some things. So trust your intuition is what I'm getting with that. Yeah. So we do gotta be mindful, even though we choosing love, right, which is a beautiful thing, but that love can't have you ignoring your intuition, right? That love can't have you ignoring the red flags. When you see something not right, 9 times out of 10, something not right. So expectation is here. What's this manifesting around yourself? This is judgment, so which is like evaluate and letting go of something, right? So bad health, judicate, hell yeah. So this is definitely, so this is justice. I feel like the judgment is this, right? Somebody they've already seen that you put in a lot of work to create something you thought would have been reality with this 7 of Cups. You definitely put your time, your effort into something that I feel like you hoped, right? With expectation. Somebody was expecting something to turn into something, but your intuition was guiding you that something's not right here. So that's the judgment you have to make based on the past. Even though you worked at something, but it obviously didn't turn out right. It's 7 of Cups. So now that's what you have to do. Judgment is about evaluating this situation and releasing it now so that I can move forward to my manifestations. You get what I'm saying? So that's what this is. Something could have been sudden. Well, somebody expected things, right? You expected this creation, this whatever this was you was creating to turn into abundance, but I feel like it didn't here, right? Trust your intuition. Your expectations didn't turn out as expected. So again, that's what's under judgment. But that is the judgment. Evaluate again these things that did not turn out how you expected it. And we're going to move on, carry forward, focus on these new manifestations, right? All this new happiness that spirit wants to bless you. So continue to ground yourself so that you can continue to let go of the past. All right. Let's get a spirit for this one here. Let's create spirit. Creating, working, being courageous, sudden wealth. It's divine. Simple as that. So somebody, the work you put in, just know it's divine. They've been watching it. And I feel like it's you. It's your energy. So whatever you create is going to be divine. We got sacred coming out. So divine, sacred, 18, 14, 14. 18 could be significant. We got 41, 14 is out here. What else? 7 and 2. Okay. So sacred, just know, respect this time of illusion, right? Whatever you, because at the time, I feel like you could have really felt like, damn, I wasted my time, my energy, whatever, right? But spirit is allowing us to say, give ourselves grace, first of all. But give yourself that time to understand that this situation was to continue to ignite your intuition. I feel like somebody, you always use your intuition, but this is about igniting that energy, right? So that's very sacred to tap into your intuition here. And what's manifest? Embrace. So 8, okay? So spirit is saying shit, embrace this time of sitting with these things that you have to let go, right? Evaluate them and let them go. Release them. Something about just embrace this moment of time. Because we all know life change, right? So again, truly, truly, truly embrace this moment of time. I love that. And finally, we're going to end with a timestamp. Ooh, I ain't getting that one person in here tonight. It's okay. It's okay. I promise you. Because I'll be back. I'll be back. I sure will. A time frame for the collective. Ooh, we got wasting your time. Stop waiting. Child. So somehow you're divine, you sacred. Again, embrace this time of whatever they judging you on, right? Whatever you had to release and let go. I feel like it is this, right? This is that wasted time energy. Putting your time, your effort into something that you know is probably going to have issues developing. Something's probably not going to be as smooth, but the challenges, right? But scattered energy, things that are, somebody could feel like they're unable to cope. But whatever that is, that's what I feel like Spirit is saying, right? Have the courage to stop wasting your time with this. It's something in this energy that Spirit is not feeling. Something feels like a waste of time, and they literally telling you to stop waiting on it. Whoever waiting on something to get better here, because this is that, again, wishful, hopeful, I'm sure it's 7. So you being encouraged to release that Okay, and move on. Wasting your time. Stop waiting. You can't make that up. You just can't make that shit up. And I'm gonna drop a tea. Let's get some tea. That's what I meant to get. I'm gonna have a little cup of tea before I get ready for bed. I'm literally yarning during the live. Alright, what's this? Ooh, it's a lot popping out. So, baby, that's what's going on. You got a copycat trying to copy you so bad. With a bad reputation. I'm hearing this is part of the reputation. People know this person has tried to copy your style in some type of way here. So be mindful of that, right? Pray for your protection of people copying your creations. And specifically people with bad reputations, right? That don't go together. Hell no, I don't want you copying me with your bad ass reputation, right? Because copying me mean you trying to be like me. And then, bitch, if you looking bad, you trying to be like me looks bad, okay? So somebody just feed off your creativity. So that's why I've definitely slowed down. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. All right, what else when it comes to choose love, trust the intuition, ignoring, yeah. So you over this person, you left them on red, okay, but silent treatment. So somebody, your intuition could have guided you to ignore somebody, right? Maybe you was expecting something bigger and better, but regardless of the case, honey, Sacred is here to help you trust your intuition. A queen is rising, okay? By manifesting, focusing on the happiness, embracing, right? Being calm. I love that. So we got ignoring. What's this? Stop waiting, wasting your time. Stop waiting. Somebody's wasting their time. Creeping. So maybe somebody want to come back around. Whoever creeping on you, they need to stop waiting. They wasting time. Same shit, different day. All in folks' love life. All right, so that's it. That's all. We've definitely reached the end. So Spirit say this is a creeper. It's wasting your time. Give me one more on this. Who wasting the collective time, child? Time is valuable. An ex-lover, I can't even twist. So for some of y'all, that's who it is. Spirit feel, yeah, you know, you wasting somebody wasting your time. So stop waiting on this person. And trust me, I have honey boom. I'm probably the biggest dodo on the planet. Wasted so much time waiting on somebody. So please, 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 don't do it. Stop waiting, wasting your time. Who is it, Spirit? Tell us more about this energy. Stop waiting on the path, okay? So the path is open. Spirit saying shit, don't you worry about it. Anyway, that ends the reading. My first time here on YouTube, even though I don't think I got not one viewer. Hey, that's what it said. We gonna choose love every time. We coming back every time. Why? Because it's only day one. And I know one day, everybody, you gonna love me, baby. You ain't gonna be able to escape me, baby. Okay? I enjoyed this session. I don't quite have a schedule, but We definitely gonna be tuning in with YouTube, putting it in the rotation. And where's the there it is. Okay, so I did eat. I thought I'm hungry again. All right, 4040 Jay-Z, 4040 Club. That's it. That's all. YouTube, I fucks with y'all. We here now, baby. All I needed was to get in. Got my little 50 followers, so definitely will be back. And this shit don't stop, baby. I see you on the next one or two.